This is a controversial machine that even makes some players, including some more professional users, hesitate. Due to the many early issues with this machine, especially during its initial release, it has experienced various problems. A few days ago I made a video recommending models at various price points, then a lot of friends commented or messaged me saying they wanted to see reviews of other machines, like the K1. There's no doubt that this requirement must be met. As for the K1 from Zhuangjiang, which is looking to climb up the ranks, I happen to have one that I got at the end of September. So this episode will talk about the age of the K1. The Fierce Ocean will appear on the road after some time. This K1 is a machine that was launched in April this year. I also placed an order during its first pre-sale, but at that time there were too many problems with this machine. I had to return the machine. The practical experience is not good, and as a long-established leading manufacturer, Zhuangjiang 3D has been pushed to the forefront due to operational issues, and its reputation has plummeted for a while. I got into 3D printing quite early, which left an impression for a DIY enthusiast like me. Actually, it's always pretty. I really can't figure out why the idea turned out this way.
Why does it look like
K1
this?
is a flagship level machine. Isn't this like shooting oneself in the foot? After that, people often ask me whether the K1 is worth buying. My answer is always to consider it temporarily, to some official optimization. Because whether from the appearance of the structure or from the production cost, a lot of money was spent on this machine. It's impossible to let this machine go to waste. The person who came up with the idea later contacted me to say that the machine has been optimized, and there are no mistakes this time. But I'm skeptical about this, because the biggest problem could be in the software level. If an algorithm engineer's skills are not enough, it's important to optimize. Later, I heard rumors that Zhuangjiang had a big chunk of talent come in-house, so I sneaked in a new machine at the end of September. I began a new round of testing that lasted a month.
Why does it take so long?
Because I don't want everyone to say that the Tricycle Factory's machines are repaired 2 days for every day of use. If my friends see my video and buy the machine, and if there is a problem, I will be left out in the cold. What's the rest of the hard to be comfortable with? Whose money is not a big show? Now, half a year after the machine's release, my experience this month has improved significantly compared to the initial launch. Besides the printing effect that I tested, I also added a stability test for it. Now this machine can be considered as qualified in terms of printing effect. Subtitles provided by the Amara.org community. In terms of stability, I am quite satisfied at the moment. I've been producing many different small batch parts this month. These parts are for assembling MGN9 linear guides. I must have made hundreds. All parts I sent out in October can be opened. My requirements for K1 are quite simple. Continuously producing a 1m10p part without making mistakes, that's what I consider a mistake. In the end, after testing, I was relieved. A total of 10 batches of parts, each with 16, except for one with a flaw due to warping. All the others are fine. This is what a flagship model of a big brand manufacturer should look like. We have confirmed that there is no problem with the reaction effect and the stability of the machine. Let's look at other aspects of the machine. As for the appearance, you don't need me to say more. You either like it or you don't. This is a subjective matter. Saying it's good looking or not doesn't make much sense to me. I personally think the design is okay, and the materials used for the machine are fine. The whole frame of the machine is made of integrated pressed aluminum alloy and then CNC processed. The strength and rigidity are okay. XYZ 3-axis all use light shafts. It's not a problem to have up to 3 threaded rods driven by the same motor. Many competitors do this. Personally, I feel the tool head is not enough. The design of this extruder is a bit semi-modular. The extruder can be disassembled separately. This design will make maintenance easier, but the distance followed by the extruder will be a bit farther. It would be better if it was a little closer. The silver TPU material is more useful, and the touchscreen experience is still very good. This machine comes with a blower when it leaves the factory, but there is no air filtration system, which is a bit disappointing. Moreover, the design of the back panel is annoying. After a period of use, it is very easy to accumulate dust, especially oil. Many right-shaped styles are very hard to clean. There are too many corners and edges. In other aspects, it's okay. The 11.11 black dress sold for 2,699 yuan, which is 800 yuan less than the initial price of 3,499. It's 800 yuan cheaper after half a year. Surely there are many first-time users who are bleeding on their backs. I'm also secretly glad that my machine was returned. Isn't this equivalent to earning 800 for nothing? But honestly, the cost-performance ratio of this machine is pretty good now. It comes with its own airbox, and the appearance is also quite good. Also, manual calibration is not required, so it's beginner-friendly. However, I personally do not recommend using their official slicing software. Using Octoprint instead will be much more comfortable. The reaction effect will be slightly better. So is this machine worth buying? I think everyone has their own considerations in their heart. But considering that half of Double 11 has passed, if you guys are interested in this machine, you could negotiate with the manufacturer. At least get a price guarantee for Double 12 and see if you can get some other discounts.